Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyker1324 up here today with a second video. I did say there would be two videos today. Went into town, of course I traded in all of those non-exclusive PS4 games. Got £62 trading voucher. I've got 5 PS2 games here and 11 Xbox One games. As you know, I'm going for a full Xbox One set. So now's as good as time as any to get the games. Thing is, I don't need multi-platform games on PS4. PS4 is an exclusive system. I've already talked about this in my last video I did. So that's why I did it, and to be honest, one of them was a bit of an exchange or a bonus, so to say. Before I get into what I've got, I just wanna say that I'm fucking parents. Right, listen and listen well. If you're a new parent or you're gonna be a new parent, don't go on buses with fucking pushchairs, because the people and the bus drivers are arrogant and fucking pain in the ass. You have people on there that don't move. You have people on there that have kids in pushchair, big pushchairs that are big enough to sit on the seats. First of all, buses, why do you not have kid seats with seat belts? Why not do that? Maybe it would solve some problems. Then you have these old people that get on there with those stupid trolleys, shopping trolleys, and they just take up the R-way, they take up the freaking disabled section. You get people on there that don't let pregnant people sit down. When Heather was pregnant, the amount of time people wouldn't let her sit down on the bus was ridiculous. It's fucking terrible. Getting on there on the way back, it was so packed, and this other woman had to tell someone else, I don't know if he was drunk or if he was a little bit fucked up in the head, I don't know what it was, and he told her to like fuck off and called her a dumb bitch or something. I'm thinking to myself, why? Do you know what, I can't wait to get out of Coventry. I really can't. No offence to anyone who's living in Coventry. I moved up here to be closer to Heather. Now we're going to move back down to live with my family. Hopefully, one can hope. I'll talk more about that in another video. But yeah, buses, don't take buses. People in there are arrogant. Parents, I'm going to say this right here, right now. This is how it should be. These are priority seats. Disabled people, people in a wheelchair, are first priority. Second priority should be pushchairs and pregnant women. And then third priority should be people that struggle to walk but don't might need to sit at the front to get out easier. I don't know. Shopping trolleys should be banned from buses, I think. I know that's a big statement, but they should be. Personally, I think if these older people who want to go into town, they have public transports for older people to take them into town. And it's ridiculous because these stupid shopping trolleys take up so much space, and then people complain. And then when you come on with a pushchair, you feel like you're getting judged by making people move. I'm like, mate, I've got my son, I'm going into town, I'm trying to get home. Because I ain't got a car, I ain't learning to drive down here. Fuck that. Do you know why? Because the roads around it are fucking shit. There's a crossroad right outside my street, and it is the worst crossroads I've ever seen. Coventry does not know how to program traffic lights to save their arse, and the drivers are terrible around here. And not only that, I'd prefer to learn to drive back where I live and, you know, bathe in the glory of family celebrations, so to say. But nonetheless, let's get with the PS4 two games, just cheap 50p games that I didn't have. Centre Court Hard Hitter, again, like I said, cheap games. I'm trying to go, I am going for a full PS2 set, so the cheaper games are the ones that I'm getting now before I start working on to the more expensive stuff. Plus, you know, I had to double check some of these to see if I had them or not, and I didn't, so that's why I got them. Go Golf, I got £62 trading credit for all that stuff. I think it was the Dynasty Warriors 9 that gave me the most. But it's actually going to be nice to actually see almost a full row of Xbox One games on my shelf. We have Fight Night Round 2, boxing game. Like I said, these are all sports games or something. SX Superstar, I thought I had this, but I don't. I have it on my GameCube, on my Wii Cube, and Street Dance. So 5 shovelware basic games. I mean, best one I guess could be Fight Night. I guess would be the highest quality. Maybe the SX game might be a bit fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a go one day. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. I'm not going to be able to play every single game and complete every single game, but that's why I'm going through my Xbox One games first. All my physical games, trying to play every single one. The ones that I like, I'm going to complete. The ones that are more multiplayer focused, like Destiny and Battlefield and stuff like that, and Call of Duty, I'm not going to bother with. If I've done the campaign, or I'll do the campaign, I'm not going to bother playing the multiplayer. I might give it a go every now and then, but I prefer to just play the single player and play it through the end. But like I said, games on Xbox One now are getting cheaper and cheaper. So I'm trying to get every game that's under £10 first, and then I know that I'm going to be paying more than £10 for games, and 30 and 40 and so on. But I did get a nice big stack of Xbox games here. 11, well, they're technically 10. There's technically 10, but one of them's got 2 in 1. And I did say I wanted to try and, the PS2 4 games that I traded in, I did want to get them on the Xbox One. That's what I was trying to do. But I only managed to get 1 of that. But I ain't bothered. I ain't complaining because it's one that I did want to get. So up first we have NBA 2K16. Picked up 15 the other day. So hey, here's the next one up. Basketball. Weren't bad. 250. Like I said, sports games, get them while that you can get them now. They're dirt cheap. Even if you play them once and never play them again, you got to have them if you want a full set, of course. Some people completely skip educational and sports games normally when they do collections. I personally would, if I were you, if you don't have any interest in them. But because I like to say I'm more of the hardcore collector, not the hardcore as some people are. My games need to be complete and they need to have every single variant. I'm more so, I want every single game on the system, at least as a physical form, at least the physical version. This isn't, I'll do an Xbox One collection when I maybe reach 100 games or so. Maybe a couple months time I'll do one. So that's what I'm going to do for the next few months. Is games that I'm going to get will mainly be on Xbox One, so that's what I'm going to be looking for the most. So and of course PS2 and Xbox 360 here and there, and maybe the odd PS4 game and maybe the odd DS game or Wii game that I don't have or something like that. But for the most part it's going to be Xbox One stuff. Then for £3, FIFA 17, got 16 the other day, so here's 17. It's crazy. This was last year's FIFA game. I remember this about this time last year. Most people would have been pre-ordering this game for 50 quid, 60 quid, 70 quid, whatever it is. And now it's £3. Yeah. FIFA 18 is like £18. Kind of ironic, £18 for FIFA 18 in CEX. But I ain't paying that. I will not pay more than £5 for a sports game. Unless it's sort of like one of those arcadey sports games or a lesser known sports game. Something like that. Then we have WWE 2K16. I thought this one was pretty good actually, to be honest. It wasn't that bad of a game. It was much better than 15, but now all I need is 17 and 15. But what I'm going to do, if I get 17, because I have the NXT edition, limited edition, when 17 came out, I bought the NXT version, which came with the Finn Balor. Everything is still in the box. I opened it up, I did an unboxing. But everything is still in the box. I don't have the Finn Balor statue on show or anything like that. Maybe I will want to move. But I keep it all in the box. So if I get WWE 2K17, I'm going to put it... I might get 2 copies of it and put 1 in the box. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get the 1 copy and put 1 in that big box. So it's there, and put this on top of the bookshelf. I don't know. So those were the 3 sports games. So 3 sports games. Well, technically... you could class it as a wrestling or a fighting game. I class them as sports games. I put wrestling in their own thing, but if I'm going to do a basic genre, I'll put them in sports. But I like to keep wrestling games. together. 2K15 was the worst one on Xbox One. It was the first one on Xbox One. It was terrible. 16 was an improvement, definitely an improvement, step in the right direction. 17 was, it was good enough, good update. 18, brilliant update, brilliant game. Just, it's too slow on the load times. The load times are terrible in the new one. So 2K19, first problem you want to fix. Forget about all these new roster and the new moves and the new, dynamics and stuff like that. Fix the load times, please. Even if it means you have to make the game 10 times as big as a download or whatever, it doesn't matter. It won't bother me. I probably will go for the limited edition of 2K19. I missed out this year with 18 with the John Cena edition. I just thought that the figure wasn't great. It was more like just a normal action figure rather than the Finn Balor one was more just like a statue on which you couldn't really move the arms around and stuff, whereas the John Cena one, it's just an action figure. But if I see that game like for 30 quid with all this stuff in it, I'd definitely buy it. Then we have Battlefield Hardline. A lot of these games I've originally had, well actually, only two actually. Yeah, only two, well 3, because I did have this at one point, but only 3 of them are games that I did have and traded in. So Battlefield Hardline, £3.50. Yeah, FIFA and WWE were £3, and then NBA was £2.50, but it was all trading. A lot of people don't like this Battlefield game. I haven't personally played it, but it's cool because it's cops and robbers. Some people didn't like that. I thought it's a pretty cool way to go. You can't really go wrong with cops and robbers, really. Whereas most of the time it's military, so this one was a bit different. Some people like it, some people don't. I'll play it. It was £3.50. I'll play the campaign, see if I like it. I don't know if people are still playing this multiplayer. Probably not. If not, it's not a big issue for me because I paid less than a £5 for it. So anything less than a £5, if it doesn't have the online still, and the campaign's only a few hours long, maybe 6-7 hours, it doesn't bother me because I've got too many games. So The Evil Within, a game that I've had like 4 times now, £4 ironically. I started playing it at one point and I got about quarter or a third of the way, and I just gave up on it. I didn't give up on it, I just stopped playing it. I didn't give up on it because I didn't like it. I thought this is a pretty good game for a horror game, Bethesda game. So yeah, definitely one worth checking out if you're into horror games. If you like Silent Hill or something like that, this is definitely got the same sort of style to it almost, or Resident Evil, something like that. This is what you're gonna get. But yeah, had to have it in the collection. Like I said, most of the games that I'm getting back now are games that I already had before, but never really didn't play them or just traded them in for some reason, like I do. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I have this game digital because it was free last month on Games with Gold, but I thought I'd get it physical because I want to go for a full physical set, so I need to get the games even if I have it digital or if it's on the Game Pass, which I'm going to talk a little bit about at the end of this video, if I'm going to keep it or not, or what. But Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I got Unity the other day, so all I need now is Black Flag, Origins, Rogue Remastered, and the Ezio collection, and the Chronicles collection. So there's so many Assassin's Creed games and variants, but Victorian England, definitely looking forward to trying this one out because I love exploring the world. I don't know what my favourite world in the Assassin's Creed is. I was quite partial to the Rome one. I did like the Rome one, but I think the Pirate one, the 4th game, in my opinion, had the best world. I just think it was, even though most of it's the sea, I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. I like Assassin's Creed games. Like I said, never completed any one apart from Brotherhood, but I think they're all great games and definitely ones worth playing. But maybe like some of them I would say maybe play the second game. If you had to choose 3, I'd say play Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 4, and then Assassin's Creed Origins as well. I haven't played Origins, but the reason I say try it out is because it's something completely different, so it's worth checking it out, and it's a good way to start because it's based before any Assassin's Creed game as well. So, you know, but they're the ones that I'd recommend to people that don't want to get them all and just want to play one or two of them. Those are the ones that I'd recommend. Then we have Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. This game is on the Game Pass. I am aware of that, and the same with those wrestling games on the Game Pass as well. Battlefield Hardline, FIFA 17, NBA, are all on the EA Access. The Evil Within isn't on anything from my knowledge, but I think it was a free game a couple of months ago. The same with Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Wasteland 2, it's basically... I think it's a tactics survival game, like a post-apocalyptic RPG with tactics based, so sort of like XCOM or something like that. Definitely one might enjoy actually. It looks pretty good. So, but this is on the Game Pass, £6. Assassin's Creed was £5. And then Darksiders War Mastered Edition. This is on the Game Pass also as well, so if you don't want to have a physical version, you can get a Game Pass. I've never played Darksiders 1. I played a little bit of the second one, and I thought it was pretty good, to be honest, though. Good sort of hack and slash, beat 'em up style game, action, fast paced. What can you want? And obviously this is the remastered version of the first game, and obviously it comes with DLC and all the upgrades that remasters get. Now this is kind of an interesting one actually, because it is and it isn't on the Game Pass. Payday 2, but it's not the normal Payday 2, it's the Big Score. Now, obviously, for those of you who don't know, Payday 2 is an amazing game. It's not amazing in terms of graphics and gameplay and being flawless. It's quite buggy and stuff at times. But if you've got some friends to play it with, it is such a fun game. I'm actually so tempted to play it tonight. And there's lots of different things you can do, lots of heists. It's a heist game, you rob banks and things like that and do stealth missions. But it is a really, really fun game, and there's a lot to it. There's so many hours that can be played. Multiplayer only, I say multiplayer only. You can play it solo, but it's not worth it because the problem is that the AI in this game can't pick up like loot boxes or like loot and stuff like that. They can only shoot and revive you, which I think is kind of stupid. So if they do a Payday 3, fix that. But if you've got a couple of friends to play it with, 1 or 2 friends is perfect. Have one AI, it's not bad. I'd say 3. 4 is ideal, but if you can't get 4, 3 is alright. 2, yeah. 1 definitely not. But this one, obviously, a lot of people don't realise is that Payday 2 has so many DLCs. There's a lot of DLCs which include new missions, new characters, new masks, new weapons, new upgrades, all that stuff. And this one, obviously, when Payday 2 originally was on Xbox 360, that sort of year of consoles, and then they released it on Xbox One with some updated content, some of the DLC included and things like that. Whereas this one is the Big Score, which is one of the DLC packs. Now this includes the premium DLC content plus over 20 content updates inside, and it is on disc as well, which is great. I was kind of scared that it wasn't on disc, but this one is kind of like the premium version of the game. So this is like the best version of Payday 2 you're going to get, because you get most of the DLC included in this. I think there's 3 of the packs, because you can buy each individual one, but then you've got the packs which include like 20 different, like between like 5 and 10 of the packs that you could buy individually. So you're buying it as a bundle, and this is one of those bundles, the Big Score. I don't know if this got everything in it or if it's just got... Oh, you alright?
Yeah,
oh, fucking
hell. I'll be back down in a sec.
Alright, cool. He's asleep, I think. Sorry, my mate. Anyway, so I don't know if this has got everything or if it's just got one bonus content in here, but that's one that I didn't have. This is on the Game Pass, but the normal version of the game, so you still have to buy the DLC. So I'm kind of interested to know if anyone knows, do you both need, if you're game sharing with someone, well, to be honest, yeah, game share, but if you're playing this game online with someone that just had the basic version of the game, do they need the DLC as well? I don't know, I might have to test that one. And then last but not least, the 2 games in one. I did trade in Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal, so I got the double pack on the Xbox One, so I was quite happy to find the double pack at last. They had both of them individual, but Primal was like £10 and Far Cry 4 was like £8, so it cost more to buy them each individually. Maybe it's because this is like a bundle pack, but it's good to have both of them in one. It's good to have both games in one box, so I'm not going to buy Far Cry 4 and then Far Cry Primal individually. That's not how I'm doing things. If all 3 games or all 2 games or all of the games are included in one box, that's how I'm going to have it, because I don't need to have the same game twice, unless I see it dirt cheap or something like that, like a £5, like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's like £5 brand new, so I might just get that, and just to say that I've got a sealed version of the individual game. But I do have the Legacy pack, which came with both that and the remastered Modern Warfare. But nonetheless, anyway, so as I was going to say about wanting to go for a full set, now the problem is a lot of people go, well, a lot of these games you might be buying, you might get them and then they'll be, they might come out as a free game, or it be in the Game Pass. Will that piss you off? Yes and no. It would piss me off a little bit if I just brought it, because it's happened time and time again. But at the same time, it wouldn't piss me off that much, because I'm going for a physical set, and I want it for the collection. So half the games that I have in my collection, I don't have interest in playing them. I have them because I want a full set. That's how it is for me. I enjoy collecting just as much as I enjoy playing my games and things like that. So, you know, I've always been like that. So yeah, quite happy with that. 11 games on the Xbox, and I think it came to like 60, and those 2 were like £2. So yeah, £60 for 11 Xbox One games isn't that bad, to be honest. Whereas you can buy an Xbox One game for that price for one. Now, like I said, I've got a lot of digital games, so if I have the game digital, I'll probably play it digital instead of getting the discount. But also it's good because if I have it digital and Heather wants to play it with me, she's got a copy, that sort of thing, because I don't game share with her, I game share with my mate, and you can only game share with one person at a time. So, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to play some Agents of Mayhem for a little bit. I do want to finish this game now, just to say that I finished it. It's Saints Row 4.5, I guess, almost. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it, really. So I'm looking forward to, again, putting this on the shelf. Almost got one full row of Xbox One games. When I reach maybe 100 games, I'll do an Xbox One physical release collection video. Maybe not, maybe I will, maybe it might be a few months time, maybe it might be next week, I don't know, probably not. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, and of course feel free to comment below. Let me know what you picked up recently, let me know what consoles you're trying to go for a full set for, and let me know if you think Xbox One's a good console to go for a full set. I personally think it is. I think it's a great system to have games for. The games are easy to find because most of them are westernized, so you don't really have a lot of Japanese games and hard to find games out there. And it's not overly expensive unless you're buying every game new. So it's a lot cheaper now than it was back in 2014 when it first came out. So of course feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family, and of course have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.